Dear students, in this video we are going to learn about how the birds fly in the air. Everything about a bird's body is designed for flight. There are various adaptations present in the birds to fly in the air. They have a mobile neck. This neck can be twisted into different directions and they can get a faraway view from the above. Their body is streamlined. Pointed front part of the body is present in the birds that help them to pierce through the air and to move easily in the air. The powerful flight framework, the bones are having air spaces. Forelimbs are modified into wings. The front legs of a bird's body is changed into wings. The light but strong pneumatic skeletal framework. There are porous bonds that make the bird's body light. The toes present in the bird's legs, that is perching, that helps in perching to hold the branches firmly. On the land, they can walk with their legs. Then short tail bearing long rectrices. Then the light insulating leathery covering. So all these are the adaptations of a bird's body. Then children, the bones are attached to strong flight muscles. These flight muscles help them to fly in the air. The muscles also attached to a large, strong, flat sternum, the breastbone, that is known as the sternum. So the flight muscles are attached to the wings and also to bones and also to the breastbone, that is known as the sternum in the birds. Now students, while a bird flies, they flap their wings up and down. And this type of movement is called upstrokes and downstrokes. Now children, the wings, when they are spread out, front portion having the width, more width, the wings having more width at the front part of the wings, and at the back part it is tapering. It is tapering. The structure of this type of wings help them to move easily, and also while the bird is flying, the upper part of the wings form a convex shape. That means that is rounded, protruded position it will remain. So it is convex. And the lower portion of the wings, that are concave in shape, this shape help to increase the air pressure at the bottom of the wings. And this increased air pressure gives an upward push to the bird so that the bird can overcome the force of gravity. So children, the structure of the wings, that is very important. The front part means the beginning part of the wings, that is wider than the lower part or a backward part. Then upper part of the wings, that is convex shaped, and lower part of the wings, that is concave shaped. This shape creates a high air pressure under the wing. As a result, the air pushes the wing from underneath, or the high air pressure gives an upward thrust. Then another thing that help the birds, that is the feathers of the wings. The feathers present in the wings are interlocked each other and makes an air resistant structure. So the wings, the feathers are closely arranged, compactly arranged so that the air will not be passing through the wings. So that the air pushing from below cannot pass through. So children, that is about the structure of wings that help the bird to fly. The tail of a bird help it to change direction and also to land on the ground. Then children, we know that the birds, they are flying in the air, sometimes flying long distances, especially when they are undertaking the process of migration. The birds fly long distances. So for all these process, they need high amount of energy. The birds are the organisms that breathe through lungs. To get additional amount of energy, the lungs are supported with additional air sacs. There are abdominal sacs and the posterior thoracic sac, anterior air sacs. There are different air sacs present in a bird's body that help the bird to fly easily in the air. That means during their flight, more energy is derived because due to the presence of the air sacs, more oxygen is supplied in the blood and more energy is produced. That's why the birds can overcome the force of gravity and also they can fly continuously many kilometers without stopping. So children, these are the adaptations that help the birds to move from one place to another. So some of the adaptations that we studied are, they have the mobile neck from the top of huge trees, and while they are fly very high in the sky, their eyesight is very sharp. They can see the lowermost objects. They can see even small prey to catch. Then students, they have bones that are having air holes, or we can say that pneumatic bones. They have wings composed of feathers. And children, the structure of wings and the flapping of wings, all these and the air sacs present connected to the lungs, all these are the features that help a bird to fly in the air. So children, I hope you understood how a bird moves in the air. Thank you.